excitement. The American Sports Cavalcade.
Let the ground pound begin at Bristol. Brothers, Doug Coletta and John Jordan start things off. Round one at Todd Field.
Side-by-side drag race. Josh Hart runs 384.5,
Yeah.
321 with a cylinder out most of the way. David Grubnick. Tony Stewart.
391, 320 for Justin Ashley.
325 miles per hour. Tony Stewart picks up his 6th career round win against Justin Ashley.
Too late. 380 at 328 to 387,
324. 324 miles per hour. Will Smith would have run 387.1 in qualifying. He wouldn't have had to race Antron in the opening round. But he'd be basically.
for Leah.
332 miles per hour. Leah Pruitt lowers the boom in round number 1 of top fuel. No 60 reaction time.
Hole shot, 86 with a 3.
3.866. 328 miles per hour gets Tony Schumacher around Keith Mert, who was 118 on the starting line, and Keith started spinning the tires around 660, and Matty Gordon drives by 3.8.
For you and your team. You guys seem to do so well in the opening round, where a lot of drivers will admit they have a lot of anxiety. Do you?
Oh, heck yeah. Getting in the race car, of course it gives you anxiety, but right now the Cowboy has only for good runs, and that's what this is. So, cars did give us a little struggles, but you know what? We got Rob and Troy, and I got all the confidence in them. So, just so pumped, man. I love stepping on that gas. So, I'm so happy to get back out there, do it again, and hey, a good run. That's just cherry on top.
4:36.191 for Milliken.
Mission Foods top fuel eliminated. Clay Milliken's car was at least running with Sean Reed. In fact, at 330 feet, that race was about a dead heat. And then
Well, 2 girls advanced, and Jasmine Salinas making 3. Double truck, Sean away. What the?
After all that, what concern on the starting line? Sean Linder is loyalty of the weekend. 3.764 at 330.
Game 406.20 for Dave Richards.
Himself up on the big end.
Richards came out
408 gets it done for Austin Prock. He's 79 on the tree to leave on Dave Richards. Dave goes 406.4, 320. Spencer Hyde. 4:00 to 1:3:16. I guess if you're Cruz, that maybe makes you feel a smidge better.
I don't know,
But probably not. But who knows? You never know. That is heartbreak for Cruz. I think what we heard was Cruz trying to bring the RPM up to get the car to move forward. And he just, I don't know if he had no clutch or what.
Third pair up on the line.
Jeff Run was doing everything he could. Makes his best run of the weekend at a 4.246. He left on Jack Beckman and was keeping him on as the Pete car would have slipped up. Jeff Run might have drove by for the round win, but it's red.
851
almost
80
600
for
to a second.
John Capps.
And then the car shut off before 300. 399 with a 9, 322.
What a
To beat
race
Alexis
between him
is
and Alexis.
402, 326.
Daniel Wilkerson, 404, 321, race 474, 175
And a
for J.R. Todd.
hug from Richard Hartman and Tim Wilkerson. What a breath of fresh air that has to be.
Ron Capps owns Bristol, 398, 324 to a 419, 305.
324. What new surface? There's something about Thunder Valley, and Dean Antonelli and Ron Capps deliver again. 398.9, 324 low ET.
He's good there, that's all I can say.
And Ron Capps.
We'll be back with round one of Pro Stock.
Win. 664-204.
667-205 for Becky. Bit of an upset there.
Jumps into her husband's arms to celebrate. Their boy takes down.
No, you're not seeing double. It's Johnson's Horse Park.
Into the red machine, but Eric Anders Johnson's horsepower garage car went silent. When she left the starting line, she left first.
This one I've been waiting for. Eric Latino and his son, Matt Latino. They're second-year racers. Eric, the dad of Matt, the son. Paid your money, now take your choice to do anything in the matchup. Beautiful paint schemes on both Matt and Derek's car too. Derek's sponsored by Jesse, I believe it. Jesse, I think.
And his child has been wearing him out.
Good look at Eric Latino's car. Eric Latino by my former NHRA Pro Mod racer. Back in actually is a Pro Mod racer. Very good rubber stuff there.
Latino and Matt was ready.
665-205.
Heavy maroon. Hey, kids in the grandstand, you ever make your dad nervous?
665 with a 6 from Matt Latino.
I'm gonna get some heat for that.
665 for that.
205.
Dallas Glenn runs low ET of the weekend and he did every bit of it.
Bell.
By 15 thousandths of a second, the Rat torched his cars into the next round.
Shane Tucker in the near lane. That car has got some always Shane Tucker, though, he might have something to say about that. Let's walk inside. I'll show you close up on the rock. Alongside guys like Hans Van Dyke, Tony Wedlock, and Peter Ridgway, and Bruno Cogneto, and Bob Nutter. That was back in the 90s. And Dan Rock won in what? We're down there, they went 400 cubic inches, 100 inches shorter than these cars at 500. 500 cubic inch engine, EFI engines, weight gasoline, 20 years old. 5-speed transmission. That's a pro stock car. Say goodnight, Shane. 67.205. Matt Hartford.
205. Matt Hartford's car slows way down. Shane Tucker goes 671.6. His best run of the weekend. And how about the speed for Shane Tucker? Matt Hartford.
Here's a blast for the pass. Cars, but the Gint car is one of the, well, the blue and white, the men are generation Long Island, New York, Internationals winner way back in 1990, and a Pontiac Grand Prix in that race.
Checks out. Tells you why the speed was so down half track.
And he was way back in 1986. That was the year after I was born. One of the good guys. Greg Anderson and his car running the line. 6-time pro stock champion. 1 triple win. I don't know what to say about Greg Anderson. Just absolutely incredible. That's incredible. Legend. Yes, that's what you can say about Greg Anderson. Just a legend. He won his race last year. Can he now go? Looking to go for an upset, possibly.
No, he's not.
But Anderson has the power. 665 at 204.
Remember Greg Anderson
674
put on the trailer a couple of times earlier this season. Massive hole shots in round number 1. This time he got away with it.
He needed to against Greg Anderson, though.
Equal Matt Latino. This run of the weekend. stands up by 13 thousandths, hangs on 6.66.2 to be the 6.68.0. Great drag race, breaks down on speed, 203.98.
Yeah, I think down on speed. I think the 205, 206
I want to make an announcement right now.
Hey, this is...
Pro Stock Motorcycle, and we have got
championship.
Joey Gladstone is on the next bike man. Out for We've got that one though, John
And then NHRA Drag Racing Pro Stock Motorcycle and Matt Smith Racing.
last year too. John,
I'm going to say it's
I'm taking lightning against Joey Gladstone. Joey Gladstone, though, he won his
This is what
need to say. Ironically, that's why Angie. This should be a good race. Joey Gladstone and John Hall.
John Hall, first pair of the MSR machines. Welcome back.
Gladstone, 689, 196 to a losing 695, 196 for John
Weekend as
Hall.
well. An 022 light is 689.4, and Joey Gladstone earning points for.
Now here's a name you have not heard in a long time. Gino Scallion. Up against the Maryland winner. Yeah, maybe here. Astonishing Angel wins. So best of her.
John Hall's
John, I'm coming over.
Andrew Smith and Gino Scally.
I'm coming over for lunch.
World class.
I like that, Joe. I've never had it. Is there a delivery number? John Hall, please, for me pizza.
Raymond right there. Overseeing Gino's bike.
Gino construction machine. Gino. Look at Hills, Illinois.
Racing him on Gino's bike. Well,
Angie Smith's
Flying
bike.
like a champion, Andrew.
This recent winner on tour. She picked up the 200
Fourth in the points last year, Angie Smith is.
Andrew Smith, pizza guy?
Don't say that yet.
Angie, 690 and 196 to a 713, 193 for Gino Scally.
The 713, 193.
I'll be honest, it looked... So if the rumors are true, which I should...
Next up right now, we have got Martin
Yes,
That's Martin
it's Angie's birthday. Happy birthday to you. I love Angie. It's my girl.
Chase Van Sant.
Chase Van Sant.
Tools. Right out there racing. Power Suzuki on the right side of Chase. Birthday girl. Ray Davis.
You know your lashes are on point, but you can see them help out. It's the important things.
I like that. It's good pull from Denver.
Now you can turn millennial hands up in the air, like you just don't care.
Number 50 on it.
Red line starts. Easterson is going to be Chase Van Sant.
On the back.
697, 195, 690, and 196.
690 with a 9. Chase Van Sant 697 with a 0.
That's
Rolls
Braden,
away
that's
to
Braden
690
Davis,
with a
not
9.
John,
with an 030 red light.
Braden Davis.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, Braden's
Georgia
going to be
native.
sick.
Braden Davis.
But listen, that's what Chase...
Chase Van Sant said probably 18.
Chris Bostic against
It was 00.
Gianna Evaristo.
Chase was 006.
There's Bostic's
Braden
bike.
red.
We've seen Chase on the other end of that stick a couple times already, so live by it, die by it. Today, Chase lives by it.
Biker with the greatest hair around, Chris Bostic.
I had like
So much to say.
three different fans come up and say, I want some of Chris's vitamins. I said, don't need everything away.
He didn't come?
He didn't show up.
I was up here in my cage, as I called it.
Chris out of Tennessee, Indiana, out of California.
I like it.
I can't do it.
19 bike winner at the finals.
I'll do it still. Rampage. Chris Bostic already in there. Gianna's getting ready. Here we go.
Chris Bostic, 693, 194 to 693,
That's his first
196.
Tennessee.
Just 30 times improved again. The song amps up as the burnouts go.
Up against one of the beautiful bike. Ryan Taylor.
One mission players posted on the website. Ryan, escape winners at 6:02 Marching Expeditions. It's high support team over there. Kelly was with Chris. Chris Clayton Howie this weekend. We're back in Norwalk. We missed an announcement this week. The plan from there is you can do the countdown as funding comes together. It should be countdown eligible. So they can Norwalk and
Ryan Barley, Kelly in the air lane.
12-5 qualifiers. Round 1, road stock motorcycle.
$699 and 193.
That is
Low ET of round number 1 by a mile, and he turned it red by 200, and he was off the throttle.
Sharp
Even
objects
worse.
away
He's
from
686,
Brian
7, only 186. Kelly was 699, 6,
Kelly won
199.
at 699, 193.
bad timing of what you were saying. Not at the red light, not at tossing away in 86. I just was watching the starting line because I knew Chris.
That's that. Here's Martin Eagleson.
It's exciting.
This is so awesome to watch on a specific interview for Kelly one. Around one, she hadn't won one in a while, and I swear it was better than something.
Against the 2023 winner at Bristol, Steve Johnson. Around the loss after Gates red lighted in the final.
Kelly Klotz. Stand by, checking, want to confirm, don't want to misspeak. And correct, your first round win of the season for Kelly Klotz. Here's Steve Johnson.
Steve Johnson, 696, 191,
191,
701, 190 for Mark Ingerson.
Steve Johnson was 008 to leave second to Mark Ingerson, and then rode by in a 696. I did not.
Great Steelman 5 here.
And I just talked back to the voices in our heads.
Richard Gadsden, last year's winner at Bristol.
Made a great long shot.
Won a Gainesville this season.
What the
Gladstone burst through to win his first national event. And from there, take it to the house. Earn at number 1 and back his letters as the world champion pro stock motorcycle.
It's a back from Eddie Dragway, and here we go.
Took a stab at it. He was 7th thou red.
684, 196.
684,
wow.
196. Well, good news for us.
Almost 197.
684. Richard Gadsden throwing one down.
Big Richard to round 2.
6.846, 190.
Last pair up in round 1 of the bikes were there. Actually, it's a buy run for the amazing Jay Ferreira. Two-time Pro Bike Champion 2023 and 2024.
He's re-emerging here with this week. That's only where he gets. Not to overreact.
We're at 684. Let's see what Gage can do. We know how his bike can run.
Qualifying to 683, 1 earned the number 1 qualifier spot.
Red still a sponsor of Suzuki. What's the scoreboard?
To run.
Stop, watch 684, 198.
Teammate. Engage Herrera has lane choice over Joey Gladstone, round number 2.
Round 2 coming up.
Motorcycle. Speaking of round number 2.
Charging 330.
Down there, but he got the win line.
Not enough.
Maddie with the bigger speed, but ran out of racetrack. She goes 382.6, 330. Tony moved
Good
first.
race
He was
too,
very aggressive
Tony
early.
nailed her off
And
the
I mean,
line as well.
very aggressive early.
That's okay, Maddie. We'll get him at Norwalk.
Joe Barlow. They didn't quite get there, but they go 3.805, 320 miles per hour.
Up a dynamite matchup. Doug Coletta, Tony Schumacher are rivalry renewed. 381, 389, 287 for
Tony was on a pretty good run, even with the cylinder out. He goes 389.8 level in the supercharger down there. Disappointing end of the weekend for Tony Schumacher's American Communications Construction Team. He was second fastest run in the history of this track for Brian Corradi, Brad Mason, and Antron Brown. 379.9. Wow. Are you kidding me? They get away with one down there. More issues, and still a 397 to get it
Bob
done.
Price says we're all like Brian drives truck for Money Car round 2 coming up. Well, 50, 45, and 49 for Leah.
All of that going on, him triggering.
467, 180 for Matt Hagan. That's his car.
4.673 for Hagan.
But he's in the semis.
Rolled up here and ran 4:00.01 for the second consecutive run, and it just was not enough. Austin Prock moved first by 0.03 of a second. Wow. Put a little bit in the bag.
For Jordan Vandergriff.
43 on the starting line. I was ready to write his name in the semifinals. And Ron Capps was 65. That's not too shabby. A 3.98.
calculate 406.319. Upset.
The machine today. An 061 reaction time, and Daniel Wilkerson. The scout team have found the race car. 403.19, Dean Wilk to the semis, where he will run into Ron Capps in a race I cannot wait to watch.
Round 2 of Pro Stock on the line right now. It is Cody Anderson. Jake Coughlin in round 1.
Round number 2, Mission Foods Pro Stock eliminated.
Challenge yesterday. Rockler cutting edge, total steel 50 rings Camaro. Like I said, one of the best paints I think he's got in Pro Stock.
And Matt Hartford, round number 2, Mission Foods Pro Stock Car. Cody Anderson for J&A Services. KB Titan Machine, Midwest Drag Racing Series over on the left. Humphrey Motorsports and Matt Hartford. KB Titan Power. And that Total Seamless Rings. Rob is towing machine. Hooks the hose connection. Hartford coming up and running up. Sixth now. Matt Hartford's got the better.
Matt Hartford, 665, 205, 670 at 204 for Cody Anderson.
The semifinals again. And Matt Hartford with an 028 light, I continue to say it. Boy, he has found his confidence as a driver. And if Matt Hartford's going to drive
going
like
on
this
right
the rest
now.
of the season, it is no longer the great.
Here's the toughest of the time, Greg Anderson. Maybe like Tyler Morris versus NASCAR car. Wow, the 2021 NASCAR Cup Series.
What's the reaction time for this race car? 670 to the 4. 204 miles per hour. Look like it spun early.
It did, and even just with the make right down there, the
Anybody says the Hendrick Dog machine there, they're wrong. It's the KB-type machine. KB-type power. With one of the legends behind the wheel.
Dad Greg on a solo squirt here. He earned that distinction by going round 1.
They can't say all
Round 2
American
by the way, round worked out this weekend. Cars.com. Some reason equipment.
Lots of respect for Greg.
The man who won his 1,000th race or round win here, rather not race, 1,000th round win here at this track in Florida. Did you see the release on NHRA.com this week about the 1,000 round win club?
I did.
That great piece of memorabilia that they have.
Greg can lay down here. Stopwatch at 667, 204, 48.
667, 6204. That's not easy to see from outside the car, but what a great onboard that was, because it let you see the rattle in the tire as he went to pull.
Greg Stanfield. Just to
Here's
remind
the
everybody,
dynamite mention here. Greg Stanfield against Matt Latino. And you remember his dad, Eric.
And Matt Latino took out his dad. Well, his dad kind of took out himself with the red light there, but Matt Latino had the better race car. Matt Latino owned the lane choice here, so that was their dream
be
Healthy race car, though.
Matt Latino. 667.6 67.1. Pole shot.
1. Matt Latino
205 for both
on all
cars.
shot. Takes that Fast Diesel Solutions machine into the semifinals.
Wow.
We're going to go to speed tiebreakers. Stand by.
Stanfield, 667.206 for Dallas.
Red for Dallas win. That's not like we got a little too much now. 026 for Dallas. He got a big bite. And Aaron Stanfield, 17 on the tree, 6 points.
That was a wild ride.
Yep, heart rate's up.
I just still can't believe all those things transpired in that amount of time.
That's not like, oh, I made a mistake. That's just, I got a lot of it. Angie's been riding the best of her life.
Threw it away.
I sure hope that doesn't eject her. Lost it to the semis at home.
Chase Van Zandt picks one up.
The 005 red, you can run it with she's got the confidence in that fight. That is just the bad end of a green light right there, and just keep being aggressive.
If you're a great bracket racer, you're a 005 bracket racer. At some point, you're going to be 005 bracket. You just are. You just are.
Prospect looking red.
I don't want to be intentional, right? But if I'm 5,000, right, it just means I'm doing it. 25, Chase pulls the clutch in. And 685,
197 for Richard Gatson. 761, 134 for Chase Van
Richard
Zandt.
Gatson will have lane choice over.
Joey Gladstone is here lane. Be amazing.
You can see the English down there, the English.com team, because they're too bad. These guys, they have the longest journeys, right now. In the left lane, we've got NHRA, one of the biggest drivers in this span of time, and it's got to be and it seems like they're in this anyway. Engagement seems to be on the last time on that red rocket.
Gage Herrera, 680
at 198.
Yeah.
690 at
Look on the high
196.
space, tells you everything. 6.804 for
Wow.
Gage Herrera. Titanic. Miles per hour, the second fastest run in this track's history. And
he left Tony sitting at the gate.
0.45 on the tree, 3.791. I have no clue what happened to
Doug strikes the heights of 516, 139.
to his second final round of the season. Here Transmission fluids, top fuels. Doug Coletta smokes
Sean
the
Lang
tires.
was the
For Antron
final.
Brown, the 154th final. Eventually it's going to come through, and Jason Johnson's going to have a Johnson horsepower garage car in the final Nitro Funny Car. 4.079. Matt Hagan gets it done as Austin Prock put his cylinder out around half track.
That caps is 405,299. Upset.
By 300ths of a second.
Awesome.
Today, that magical
Daniel's
day
gonna have
for the
lane
driver of the
choice.
Skag Mustang. 4023, 320 miles per hour.
Greg Anderson, 668.206.
Matt Latino is going to be disappointed. Margin of the strike was 200ths of a second. Greg outruns Matt by exactly 100th of a second. And had Matt Latino been up on the wheel like he was.
So who will Greg Anderson face in the final? Will it be Matt Hartford?
Hartford, 667.205.
Of the round,
668.204 for Aaron Stanfield.
Matt Hartford's three
Hartford will
reaction
have
times
lane
today:
choice in the final
13,
against Greg
28,
Anderson. Don't
and
miss that one.
15. Championship level driving from Matt Hartford here on race day at Bristol, and he will race Greg Anderson in the final round of Pro.
My guys, obviously they're better than I am this time.
So we got pro stock motorcycle sales.
So I was sitting there holding the brake, and then it was creeping, and I kept mashing it harder, and I was like, God almighty, it took a long time to get in right there on the first one, because I was in the first one for a pretty long time, and I thought, well, he's playing some game over there, whatever. So anyway, I was holding it hard, and then when I saw it stuck the second one on, I just grabbed the trans brake. I was like, all I can do is just sit here and do it, you know what I mean? It wasn't on purpose. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that.
There's a lot going on there. Man has no steering wheel.
Pro Stock Motorcycle semifinals. Richard Gadsden and Chris Bostic at the ready line. Gadsden, the defending event and world champion, and Chris Bostic, the Tennessee native.
Chris Bostic is going to Finally, Richard Gadsden.
Gadsden to the final, 6.89 round at 195 miles per hour. Richard Gadsden will go back-to-back finals here in Thunder Valley in the 15th final of his
Johnson, 2023 in the final. They were the exact same lanes as they were in 2023.
Oh, there's going to be some conversation right now.
Undefeated on the season in that final. Had won it a long time. Gage goes red in that final, and Steve won it.
Steve, here we go. Look at Richard Gadsden intently watching on find out who will race with Steve Johnson, Vance and Hines, Revzilla, Motor, Carlisle, Suzuki.
Wrong for Steve Johnson. Gage, 698, 173.
698, 173. Stevie J might have had a shot, but his bike went to the center line. He pulled the clutch in first. Richard Gadsden
45 at 91 for
Stevie Gage, a guaranteed
Richard Gadsden has landed for Gage in the final.
In Thunder Valley.
Final round at the 2026 Super Grip Thunder Valley Nationals. Greg Anderson, far lane, Matt Hartford, near lane. Pro stock final. Greg Anderson won it here last year. Matt Hartford has never won it, but he did win Gainesville this year.
And Matt Hartford, number 2 and 3 in the world, won a year ago. HunterCars.com celebrates his final with his general construction for GA on the left, Hartford on the right, Tulsa piston rings, Rob's towing, Robert, and the hose connection. Greg, the winner at Pomona and in Maryland. Hartford, the winner at Gainesville to kick off the season, and the 4 wides in Charlotte. But twice this year, Matt Hartford has raced Greg Anderson. Both times in the finals, both times Matt Hartford has come out on top in their career.
And you know Greg Anderson is not like Matt.
28th matchup between these two. Greg Anderson holds a pretty distinct advantage, 21-6.
You mean to tell me Matt Hartford has avoided Greg Anderson everywhere except the final round this year?
For in the finals.
The envy of everyone out there.
Hartford is undefeated when Greg's in the final, but came up just short. Dallas Glenn, 1 week ago in Edmonton.
Greg Anderson, HunterCars.com. Matt Hartford from the field piston ring. Pro stock final, fourth final.
This includes Pro Stock Final, Super Thunder Valley Nationals.
Matt Hartford wins it. 667,
205 miles per hour, and the Total Seal team has officially arrived as a championship threat in Mission Foods Pro Stock here in the 75th anniversary season of the National Hot Rod Association. 667.2,
24, 48, and 29 miles
and
an hour.
number 11 in Matt Hartford's career. Joe.
57th win of his career.
Big win for Matt Hagan. Heartbreaker for Daniel.
Second win of
Heartbreaker for Daniel.
Second win of his career here in Bristol.
Get real.
412, 310. How about both of them probably rolled in a little? An 032 to an 042 on the reaction time.
Looking like a hometown run for a sponsor, all right? We get showcase. They're here for you.
Johnson's Horse Rock Garage Power Wagon.
Hey, you think that's going to be a fun night for the folks to...
Oh, yeah.
Everybody at Bristol.
Yeah, check your liver rights are already on.
Yes.
Listen up, race fans. I don't know you got before he gets to the sand trap, and Antron Brown, 3.788, 331 miles per hour, has his first Diamond Wally for Antron Brown to get it done here today. His
Amazing.
82nd career win and his first of the season.
One race remains, the Pro Stock Motorcycle final round. The amazing Gaines Herrera against Big Richard Gadsden. Last year's final we mentioned last year's
on the starting line. We're going to open the staging lanes and have a post-race party over there with the winner's circle, the backdrops, and all the drivers. So come on down to the staging lanes once we're done with Pro Modified Free Stock and come party.
It's the perfect amount of time to go before you have to go back up to the grandstands to watch the Pro Mod. We have planned out your day perfectly for you.
All right, finals here for the Bates Hines Bikes. This is a rematch of the final of this race a year ago, Courtney, where Richard Gadsden beat Gaines Herrera on a hill shot.
top end of the track.
Look at this race.
Gaines 683, 198 to a 688, 196.
Bike slows to a 688.3 at 196.
Hate to tell you, rest of you bikers,
and throws down in the
back.
motorcycle to win the 30th national event of his career, number 30, and his second here in
So that is it from the Thunder Valley Nationals here. Congratulations once again to Antron Brown, winner in Top Fuel, Matt Hagan in Funny Car, Matt Harford in Pro Stock, and Gage Herrera in Pro Stock Motorcycle. Here, see you from Bristol Dragway. Hope you enjoyed the video.